Hello Year 7, this is Mrs. Aslam here, your RS teacher. I hope you're all doing well. I miss you all, but today we're going to be looking at how and why do religious people help others. Now today's lesson is trying to consolidate everything that we've done during this academic year, and what I mean by that is that we're going to be looking at all the different ways and methods that religious people have shown to help other people. So our learning objectives today is we're going to try and recall, to try and remember the ways that religious people help. Then we're going to try and compare and contrast the ways that religious people help others, and some of you might try and begin to explain why they do this. Then we're going to get creative, and I want you to attempt to create a poster trying to persuade our community to try and help other people, but trying to link it in with some religious reasons. So what I'd like you to do now is to make a list of the different ways that you have helped others in the last week. So if I think about myself, I have helped my dad with his shopping. I have cleaned up for my dad. I have helped my brother to do some internet shopping because it's his birthday in a few weeks' time and he's really looking forward to that. I have helped my son with his homeschooling, so we've sat down and we've done some maths together, even though it's my worst subject, but there you go. And I have helped my family cook dinner, and those are some of the things that I have done. What I want you to do now is try and make a list of the different ways that you have helped other people and try to think about why have you done this. So have a go for me, make a list, and I'll see you back on the next slide. Welcome back Year 7. Thank you for making your list. Those of you that really know me will remember that I tried to do as many good things as possible during the day. And I try to help others as much as I can. One of the reasons I try and do this is because of my faith, because I'm a Muslim. And as a Muslim, Muslims are taught that they must try and help one another. And you will probably experience some of the same as well, that because of your family, because of the way that you're brought up, because some of your teachers and your friends, that inspires you to help others. Now, because of what's happening in our world at the moment, we have come together as a community to try and help out other people, and which is why this lesson is so important at the moment. What I'd like you to do is to click onto the link where it says song. I want you to listen to the lyrics of this song, and it's Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson is, or was should I say, one of my favourite singers, and it's called Heal the World. There will be a Word document that has got the lyrics of the song, and what I'd like you to do is just to go through and listen to the lyrics of the song and try to answer as many questions as possible. Some of the questions are linked to religious teachings and the way that Christians or Muslims or Sikhs help other people. Try to remember as much as you can whilst we're going through the song. At any point, if you want to pause the song to help you to think, or if you need more time, please do that. Enjoy. Hi Year 7, welcome back again. I hope you really enjoyed that. For those of you who did remember, the word for Christian love is called agape. And Jesus has taught us to show kindness and love to one another. And we do that in many different ways. We do that by helping one another, by through Lent we introduced the one kindness a day calendar. We looked at helping your teachers in school. We looked at the reverse Advent calendar. So we've done so many, we've shown different ways of agape during our time in school. Now we're going to look at how religious people help one another in a bit more detail now. What I'd like you to do is, on a plain piece of paper, or if you've got your exercise book in front of you, I'd like you to draw a triple Venn diagram. Okay, just like the one on the PowerPoint slide. And if you want to pause me as you do this, then please feel free to do so. Okay, have you got your Venn diagram? Excellent, well done. Okay, what I'd like you to do is with each circle, I'd like you to label it Christianity, Sikhism and Islam. On your right there, you'll see lots of different ways in the table of how or why or elements of a religion of how they might help others. What I'd like you to do is try to place them in the triple Venn diagram. Some of them will overlap. If they do overlap, I'd like you to put them in the middle. Okay, so where do you think agape goes? Got it? Okay, how about langar? And that is spelled L-A-N-G-A-R. Try and think about when we looked at someone called Bhai Puran Singh. Now that's a clue for you. Now in the box it says, if you can't remember, use your exercise book to help you or the internet to remind yourself of what these words mean again. Okay, take your time. Try to plot them where you think they go onto the triple Venn diagram. Now once you've finished, I want you to try and think of anything else that you might remember, and in the next slide I will go through the answers with you. Okay, fantastic, keep it up, well done guys. Okay then, welcome back again. We're going to check our answers with the triple Venn diagram. Okay, so agape would go into Christianity, Christmas. Come on guys, you know that one. Christmas, I'm not going to tell you that one. Story of the Good Samaritan, that goes into Christianity. Psalm, okay, this is an interesting one for me, especially because as you know I'm a Muslim. Now Psalm will happen in next month for Muslims, and it happens for 30 days. Can you remember what it is? Yes, Muslims have to start fasting for 30 days. So that's when Muslims have to, they can't eat or drink during the daylight hours. So Psalm is fasting. Compassion, that goes in all three. Well done, because all religions expect us to show compassion for one another. That is to love and to care. CAP, that's Christians Against Poverty. Yes, you're right. That's for Christians. Crucifixion of Jesus. Now there's a hint in the name. Okay, Jesus, Christianity, fantastic. So recycling. All religions expect religious people to help to look after the environment. So that would go with all three. Seva, link it in with Bhai Puran Singh. What do you think seva means? Think about serve, seva. So seva goes into Sikhism, where they try and serve other people. Now langar and Bhai Puran Singh would go into Sikhism. Langar is a free kitchen. So when you go into a Gurdwara, a Sikh would be provided with a free meal where everybody sits on the floor and they receive free food. Can you remember why this happens in Sikhism? It's to show equality. Yes, you're right. It's to show equality and that everybody is equal and everyone is welcome in a Gurdwara. Well done. The golden rule, treat others how you would like to be treated. Now, although we covered this in Christianity, what we did find is that all religions believe in this. All religions believe that we need to show love and care to one another and treat others the way we would like to be treated. Selfless acts, that's all of them. Okay, so all religions, Christianity, Sikhism, Islam, and some of the others that we haven't actually covered this year, believe in that you need to put others in before yourself. Heaven, that would go into Christianity and Islam, because one of the reasons why Christians and Muslims try and help other people as much as they can is because they believe that when they die, God will reward them for all the good that they have done. Okay, and that's one of the reasons that motivates them or inspires them to help other people. Zakat. Islam, well done. Okay, now Muslims are expected to pay 2.5% of their savings to charity every single year. Now, with the current climate of what is happening around the world, there are some people that are struggling because they can't go to work, or they are unable to gain some of the things that they normally do, or they're struggling financially, or they are too ill to go to work. In this case, some of the religious leaders in the world have asked Muslims to pay their zakat in advance to help the Muslims that are, or anyone else that is struggling in the world. Now, although I tend to pay my zakat during Ramadan, this year, because people are struggling financially in the world, I have started to pay out my zakat now. And one of the reasons I am doing that is because of my faith, because I'm a Muslim. Okay? And finally, charity. Where do you think charity goes? Excellent. It's in all of them, because all religions believe that we should try and help one another as much as we can. Fantastic. Now, what I want you to do is click onto the second volume button now, because I want to talk you through the stretch and challenge question. Well done, guys. Hello everybody, we're going to try and attempt the stretch and challenge question now. You've got a choice between either doing the stretch or challenge question or get straight to the get creative task, but I would like you all to have a go at the stretch and challenge question. So the stretch and challenge question for today is: it is only the duty of religious people to help others. How far do you agree? So the question is trying to ask us, is it only religious people that should help other people, or is it everybody? So we're going to try and attempt this question by looking at to as many different viewpoints as we can. So the first one, I'm going to introduce to you the MAC technique. Okay. Now, all MAC stands for is, M stands for my view to my learning, so what you think about the statements. A stands for an alternative view, an alternative means different view. And C stands for conclusion. So we're going to try and think about the statements. It is only the duty of religious people to help other people. So what is your view? Do you think it's only religious people that should help others, or do you think it is the responsibility of everybody? At any point, if you want to pause me, then please do so you can get your answer written down. Try to support your view with as many detailed reasons as possible. Link it in with what Christians, Sikhs or Muslims may say about the responsibility of religious people. You could think back to your triple Venn diagram to try and support you in writing some of your reasons. Got that? Fantastic. Now think of an alternative view. So you've got your view written down in your first paragraph. Now let's move on to our second paragraph. An alternative view. I can't even get my word out right now. An alternative view, a different view. Why might someone disagree with what you said in your first paragraph? So someone might say it is a responsibility of everybody. Why might they say that? Why might some people say it's only religious people? Fantastic. Again, think back to your triple Venn diagram. Why might Muslims and Sikhs and Christians say we should help other people? Think about Jesus. Think about Muhammad and Biper and Singh. Why do they want people to help others? Now think about how Christians help others. Think about what we did in school with the reverse advent calendar? Do you remember? We all brought in an item or two. Some of you brought even more. Why did you do that? Why do Sikhs provide langar in a gurdwara? Why did Baipuran Singh help so many children and set up a free hospital called Pingalwara? Why do Muslims fast during the month of Ramadan? And why do they pay zakat? Fantastic, well done. Now, the C stands for the conclusion. I want you to summarise everything that you've written down. What is your overall view? Is it only religious people that should help? Or is it the duty of everybody to help one another? Think about what is happening in our world now. Do each one of us have a responsibility towards each other? Think about what Jesus said. Love thy neighbour. Who's your neighbour? Year 7. Yes, you're right. It's the people around you. It's not just your next door neighbour. It's a person in front of you, the people in your household. It is a person who is standing behind you in the dinner queue. It's the people around us. And what many religious people believe is that if we show love and kindness to one another, this world would be such a better place to live in. Well done, everybody. Once you've written out your answer, you may submit your answers to your RS teacher. Good luck and get writing. Get creative, year 7. Okay, what I'd like you to do is to take a plain piece of paper, or even in your RS book if you'd like to do that, and I want you to try and create a poster which is going to persuade our community to help one another. So think about the different ways we can help one another right now. Think about the elderly, think about your neighbours, think about the people on your street. How can we help one another? How can you help your parents at the moment and your carers? I want you to try and link it into how religious people help one another as well. Go back to your Venn diagram. How do religions help one another? Fantastic. I want you to try and come up with something creative, draw some pictures. I want you you can draw stick men and stick women, you can draw symbols. I want you to get creative and have fun. Well done, year 7. I've really enjoyed doing this, and what I'd like you to do is to submit your work to me or your RS teacher, and I'll see you next time. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.